Hello everybody, it is I, YouTubeCool, back again, and today I'm going to be reviewing Ryan Shields, one of the last new Thailand variants ever made. And actually my last Cars 1 racer from Thailand, since I got Ernie and Eugene earlier this year. I saw Ryan a couple times, but I didn't buy him because I wanted the lenticular one, but after thinking about it more, I realized that Ryan Shields is one of the last new Thailand variants. And so it'd be a little weird to get two of them and not all three, right? These three are a trio now. And so I decided to just bite the bullet on Ryan. You know, just in case I don't find the lenticular one for a good price, because that's the one I really wanted. But again, maybe I will still get it at some point. Technically, Ryan is a bit different. He's a bit updated. So it is different. And of course, one's a lenticular, one's fixed eye, so nothing necessarily wrong with owning two versions of one. It's just personally, when it comes to the lenticulars, I usually only get one version of the character, right? Because the lenticulars are just moving eye variants. They're not super distinct. Here's Ryan's card art here. It's a bit dim, isn't it? That's not the lighting, by the way. That's just how it looks. Interesting thing about him is that he's the same model as Manny Flywheel in the movie, which is more similar to the Nitroid model, but he's the same model as Octane Gene over here. What's really interesting about Ryan Shields to me is the fact that in 2020, I want to say, they made a metallic Ryan Shields. Despite the fact that Ryan Shields' last release was 2018, he was one of the last cars ever re-released from China before the switch to Thailand. His case was really rare, so 2018 Ryan Shields is a very hard item to find. Made in Thailand. So, his metallic variant was made in Thailand, and we didn't get a regular Ryan Shields until the very last year they're making cars in Thailand, at least for now. They might switch back. There are some theories about that they're going to switch back, but it's so strange, right? I can't really think of another time that's happened besides maybe Danny, right? Because Danny didn't have a Thailand variant. He got a Race and Rescue release, which was from Thailand, though, so sort of shows what Danny would look like. Anyways, enough preamble. Let's get this guy out. All right, here he is, out of the box. And, Ryan Shields is actually one of my least favorite Cars 1 racers. Fusing just as a whole isn't really a fan favorite sponsor for me. I just never really liked the sort of way it looked. It always felt so generic to me. I think what doesn't help is the fact that the diecast isn't entirely accurate to the movie. In the movie, Ryan's clearly a bit of an aquamarine color, similar to, say, Brand New Mater. But on the diecast, they just made him a regular blue color. No different to, say, Cal Weathers or something. And so, he just doesn't really look all that distinctive. I only really wanted him because I feel like I should finish the Cars 1 racers, right? Because they're so iconic. And they're the most feasible to get all the racers from, unlike, say, the next gens, where Steve Slick LePage alone is worth the price of every other next gen combined. I'm pretty sure that's true. I think, Flipped Over is the only other one that's, expensive, right? So yeah, here he is. I believe the face is the exact same as Winford. Okay, slightly different. Not Winford. This is Billy Oil Changer. I saw Winford at the store, but I'm definitely going to wait on him. I do not feel like spending money on more Cars 1 racers, especially with how, terribly they sell. Even Ryan started to peg warm, and that's impressive because he's not in that many cases. I think he's, in 3 max. So, the fact that he's starting to peg warm kind of says a lot about just how little people want the Cars 1 racers nowadays. He has little hood bolts, Fusing, corrective windshields. My eye was hurting a lot today, actually, so this is kind of an ironic car. Yeah, there we go. Nitroid, Piston Cup. I'm not going to read out all the sponsors. You guys know them by heart by now. Actually, hold on, wait. Let me see if I can do it. All right. Nitro Wade, Piston Cup, Revolting Octane Gain, Mood Springs, Vitaline, No Host Stall, Gaskets, Gasparin, Easy Idle, RPM, Little Torquey Pistons, Leakless, Retread Clutch Aid, Ryan Shields is pretty okay. I love reading the Piston Cup sponsors to "We didn't start the fire." Corrective windshields again, 39. He's so just blandly designed. Yeah, there's the little window bars there. Using corrective windshields. Here's a look at the base. All right, let's see if you can actually see that. U29A. Pretty much the same as your standard Billy oil changer model. I did see a China Billy oil changer model. I got it in a lot, but I don't think I reviewed it. Unfortunately, it's in the hands of my friend, McQueen's biggest fan right now. So, yeah. Here he is next to his 2025 compadres, the Tres Amigos. Actually, no. There we go. I think of the Thailand variants of the Cars 1 racers out this year, my favorite probably goes to Ernie since he's the most improved. Something I failed to consider with Ryan is because I don't have his other versions, this is my only Ryan Shields, I couldn't talk about the fact that they changed the hood. Originally, he had a bit of a dark blue stripe back here on the hood, evocative of this part of the hood, but yeah, that's gone now, which kind of makes him look more blank. In all honesty, I don't regret buying this guy. It's nice having more Cars 1 racers. I can't believe I'm so close to completing them all now. I think I'm only like 10 to go, right? Like, I'm very close to the end, so yeah, in all honesty, like, this is kind of an interesting site. I think I'd put Ryan as my least favorite just because the updated version gets rid of a detail. It actually just kind of makes him look more just naked and boring, which doesn't help because that's sort of a main issue with Ryan Shields in the first place. But again, it's cool. I can do something with this guy. I'm sure I can. I used to have Buck Maringley, but I don't know where he went. He disappeared on me. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of cars when I was younger. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye!